My name is Jeff. I'm 40 years old. I am a drywall contractor out of Dade County, and I grew up in Homestead, Florida. I have been sober for roughly about going on 5 years now. My story of addiction pretty much begins when I was in 7th grade. I was 13 years old. I was skipping school. We went to my buddy's neighbor's house who were older kids that had already dropped out of high school. We went in and they were all using cocaine. They asked us if we wanted some. Right away I knew something was different from how I felt to how everybody else was acting. I was diagnosed as ADD, so I guess cocaine kind of mellowed me out and put me on an even keel, made me feel relaxed when everybody else was jumping and talking and very speed up, and it was more of a weekend party thing for me. It didn't seem like I was addicted. After high school, I was deciding where I was going to go, what I was going to do, if I was going to college or if I was going into the military. We didn't have a lot of money, so I decided I'd go into the military to get a scholarship or the GI Bill grant. After my first year in the military, I met some guys in town in California, and we went to a party, drugs were being used, and it just felt natural. I felt like I was back in high school in my same old clique. They had an investigation on me. They gave me a urinalysis at that time, and I came up dirty. So I did a little time in the military, lockup. When I got released, discharged from the military, I went back to hanging out with the guys that were in that town. I had nowhere to go. I was in a strange state. After being gone a year, they were now into meth. Meth became my new drug of choice. That got snowballed out of control real quick, and someone helped show us how to make it. Next thing, we were cooking it up and selling it to support our own habits. This was an in-house rehab. It was basically people of all sorts, you name it. There was rich people, poor people, every kind of different drug addiction there was, and it was based on a 12-step program. And I completed my 90 days, I got out, and I left California. I decided I was going to leave Kentucky and get help. And once again, I asked my mom to help me. And she checked me into a Christian-based facility, which was a rehab for any addiction, whether it was sex addiction, whether it was for drug addiction, alcohol addiction. I just didn't feel comfortable there. No one ever talked about a drug addiction. It was like taboo to talk about it. I definitely believe that addiction does not discriminate. Doesn't matter what color you are, rich or poor, male or female, gender. It affects everybody. You have to find the right treatment for you. So my advice is to find a place like ARN and seek treatment.